Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching this BisZinc tutorial video. My name is Victor. I'm going to show you today how to use our BisZinc project management tools to manage your project. I'm going to show you how to use our tools with a scenario where I am going to be the sales lead trying to prepare a product demo for a new customer called Awesome Experience 2 weeks from now. I'll be using the tools to jot down all the key actions I'm going to take to prepare for the demo. And hopefully the work I do here will allow my members in the future to use this as a template so they can follow this step and do a good product demo in the future. To start using BisZinc solution, you should first create your account. Visit our website www.bizzinc.com to create your account. Or if you have already created one, you can log in from this interface as well. As soon as you have logged into the interface, you are going to see this experience. This is where we call dashboard. In this dashboard, we're going to present to you all the tasks and projects that is deployed with you or associated with you. The system automatically manages all the tasks and scheduling. And in here, you're going to be able to see all the tasks and orders of them that you should execute them. Also, there will be a dashboard there, which you will be able to see all the report and statistic of the projects that you are engaged with. Now, we are starting to use this anew, so there is no data to share with you in the dashboard right now. But as we progress into building the project, we are going to see more, and we are going to revisit this in a bit. Now, to begin creating a project, you should first click on the Create button on the top right here and select Project. This will bring you to our interface where you can start a new project. Now, you should begin by providing a name, a description of the project. Select a supervisor where the supervisor will be given the permissions to manage this project. It doesn't have to be you, it could be someone else. But in this scenario, we will be assigning this project to me. And a client, if you have a record of the client created previously. And pick a due date. This due date is very important because the system will be using it to decide all the scheduling. So let me type in the information here. We are going to call this product demo for Awesome Experience. And this is going to be a product demo for a new customer due in 2 weeks. The project will be operated by me, and I will be setting a deadline for next Friday for this project. And click Save, and now the project is created. Now, to begin using the tools, you should start by first creating something we call a knowledge. And you do that by clicking this button here. Now, by clicking this button here, you are now allowed to select a knowledge that has previously been created, or you are given the options here to create something brand new. Now, because we're starting anew, so I am going to create something new. Now, you might wonder what exactly is a knowledge. Now, knowledge in our system refers to a type of document that capture the procedure and steps that you do to complete a specific target. Okay, so I'm going to show you here how you can create such document here. Now, we have just created the first knowledge product demo. To expand this knowledge, we should flush out all the steps and major procedure that we need to take to complete these missions. And for discussion's sake, I will start by saying the first task that we need to do would be to review the setup with the customer. So to do that, I start by clicking on the task that I want to edit, and on the right hand side here, I will provide a title for it, case review with customer. Now, below the title, you have the options to select the type of work it is. In most cases, it will be just task. And the estimations for this effort. Let's say this task should take just 2 hours. And because our demo will happen next Friday, so we want to set a deadline for it by Monday. So we would have all the information we need to proceed. And after filling in all the key information, click the Save button here, and the task will be saved. Now you have the first step that you need to do for the project created. We want to flush out a little bit more of what we want to achieve with this case review. And to do that, we come to here to select creating subtasks or tasks. The difference being tasks being jobs that is on the same level that you want to create along with this one that you have just set up. Subtasks refer to detail or smaller tasks that you need to achieve in order to complete this very level of tasks that you have created. Now here we want to flush out detail for this task, so we will choose to create subtasks. Now clicking the subtask, and you will see the subtask is now created. We repeat the step as before to flush out the detail that we want to capture. Now let's say one thing we want to find out for sure is what the customer pain point is and why they want to see our product. Customer is trying to solve and their pain point. Okay. Sorry, what problem? Because similar to the step above, we set the target estimation, set the deadline. We'll be using the same deadline as we have picked before, and click Save. Now we'll continue repeating this step until we have all the major detail captured. Now, unlike the previous one, because as I continue to flush out this task, I should be able to use this add task to add more details to this higher level task. Now we'll continue, and for the second one, we'll say we want to file a slot of which we should beat the customer. Set up a time slot to meet the customer. And I'll quickly fill in all the detail because everything should be pretty much identical to the one we have created, so I won't be going through too much detail how to do it. Now continuing this, I'll add some more detail. Let's say we want to find out who will be attending this meeting. Okay. So with that, we should have a pretty good ideas when, who, and why we want to conduct this meeting. Okay. Now there, I'm sure would be more detail you want to put in yourself, but as an example, I'll stop here. So we have now a good idea what time we will be meeting the customer, who will be meetings. Now let's add a little bit more detail. So after we have all the setup decided, we should send an invitation to the customer. So in here, following the case review, I will say send out invitation to all attendee. Now this should be done again before the meeting. So let's say February 4th. This should take very little time. And after sending all the invitation, I should start beginning to prepare for the presentations. So prepare for the presentation. Now this should be done way before the meeting for sure. So let's pick 4th. Uh, this probably will take 2 days. And what do I need to do to prepare this presentation? I probably need to gather some informations from the latest resources about our products. So let's say I should collect the latest PowerPoint for product demo. And I should also customize the product presentation. Customize the presentation. So with customer name, contact detail, date. Okay. Along with the presentation, I probably would have some materials I want to bring along with the presentation. So in reminding myself of that, I'll add a task. Now I want it to be right after I prepare the presentation material. So I go to prepare the presentation and click add task. Now I have a new task I can use. Now this one, I'm going to call it prepare support material for demo. I probably would have some brochure or gifts or sample product that I want to show or share with the customer. So similar to what I did before, I add subtasks to this prepare material, then flush out the detail to remind myself what I need to do. Let's see, I need to capture some product sample gift. I'll make jar for this. And product brochure as well, for sure. Okay, after we're done adding preparing support material, let's set the task to remind ourselves to attend the meeting. So here, on the same level, I'll repeat the same step. Attend the meeting. Now there might be actions and checkpoint you want to add. So as you prepare for the meeting, you want to be ready for these questions. I guess one thing is to take questions from the call, but I'm not going to add too much detail in here, as the meeting itself is going to be a very interactive sessions. So let's say, for example, the invitations for the meeting will actually happen on the 7th of the day of next week. And after giving the presentation, we want to follow up with the customer so that we would be able to respond to some of the misses from the meeting, potentially questions the customer may have, and if the customer is interested in the product, we can also follow it up. So one thing first, send a thank you letter and respond to any outstanding questions. and we have to do it the day after the meeting. So set it to the last day. And we also want to have a follow-up call in case the customer is interested. Should the customer show interest, set up follow-up call. Now, as you see, you have the flexibilities to construct the task and the procedure the way that fit you most. You can use subtasks to flush out detail, or you can just keep them as top level tasks so you can see them on the higher level. It's really up to you. The whole idea is so that you can use this document to capture the workflow that works best for you. And very importantly here, instead of just creating it one time for this project only, you can reuse it in the future in other projects that have similar nature. Now, to do that, you need to save this project. You need to save a copy of what you have captured it. So we will be going into the name for the knowledge. And up here to the top right, you see this button, Save as New KD. This would allow you to capture all the detail that is already stored in this knowledge into a separate new project, separate new knowledge that you can reuse in later project that you create. So in here, we will be using this name, let's say version 1. Now, one thing we encourage our user to do is to start easy. So start with building something very high level and continuously using it. So we deploy the knowledge as you go. And every time we deploy the knowledge, try to bring in some improvement, like flush out a bit more detail, add more tasks, or optimize the structure so that it presents your work in a better format. And save it into a newer version every time. So as time progresses, you are going to stock up a good inventory of copies of this knowledge in different versions. You will be able to retain your know-how and continuously improve it, and your team will be able to always take advantage of the best versions of the knowledge you have. Now, after creating all the elements for the project, as well as this knowledge, your to-do list will be populated. So let's revisit of the dashboard. Now, as you see, your dashboard is now populated with tasks that you have previously created. Now, you could have assigned some of these tasks to other members of your team. In another tutorial video, we are going to show you how to do that. But the idea is that you can manage your project from this view, creating the steps that you need to do to complete the task, and also to assign it to member as it goes, and reuse this knowledge. Your member would also be able to contribute to your work by sharing the know-how. So as they work, they can extend the details of each task they take by simply inputting the detail in here. They can also update you on the progress of this task that they do simply by clicking it here, and all the status will be tracked centrally. So you will be able to see the result, and you will be able to see estimation of when they will finish. Now, this concludes our sharing today. I hope from this sharing session you find out how to use our project management tools. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions, please feel free to contact us. We can be reached at support@BisZinc.com, or you can always visit our support forum or leave a comment in this video. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.